that I was making it in my job, and I used that as I guess a way to ignore what was happening to me and what I was actually feeling like inside. The hardest thing about having a mental illness is talking about it, right? Because you don't want people to think that you're being, precious, or that you're too sensitive, that you're overthinking things, when none of that is fucking true. None of that is true. What you are feeling and what you are experiencing is a very real manifestation of something that is going on inside you. The more that I focused on my work, the more disconnected I got from myself. And I found at times that it was like I was watching myself from the outside float through life as if it wasn't really me. And people talk about burning the candle at both ends. They talk about picking up too much. You're doing too much and it becomes, you reach breaking point. And that's exactly where I was, except I wasn't picking up, I wasn't studying and working at the same time. I was working while trying to crush and ignore and hide what I was feeling inside. Those negative feelings I spoke about before, I ignored them. I tried my best to ignore them. I absolutely snapped and got to the point where I wanted to leave my job. I wanted to leave my partner. I wanted to cut myself off from the world. And to be honest, I had slowly experienced myself doing that. I had stopped talking to my friends. I'd stopped going out of the house to see them. I even went as far as to stop going into shops, and when me and my partner would go shopping, I would send them in. I wouldn't be going anywhere like that. Not answering the door, not picking up phone calls, not replying to a fucking message. All of those things were helping me to cut myself off, I guess. And the more I did that, the better I felt, because I would never be in a situation where I would have to express myself or where I would actually have to be honest. All of this got way too much. I got too heavy. I couldn't handle the weight of learning a new job and just wanting to feel fucking comfortable with who I was. So I decided to do something that was really unnatural for me, and not just in these certain circumstances considering what I was feeling, but just in general, and that was to talk to someone. In fact, I went large. I talked to everyone. I started to share what I was feeling and the effects that it had on me. I started to share the fact that these feelings that I had were physically manifesting themselves as pain. I would get a sore back. I would get sore legs. I'd get a sharp pain in my forearms. All of these things would only manifest themselves at the times when I felt the heaviest. And initially, I regretted that. I suddenly thought, why the fuck am I talking to people about this? This is a personal problem. I don't want to be sharing it with anybody. But what I later found out was that that was the best thing that I could do. It's probably the best thing that any of us can do when we're dealing with, I guess, a mental illness, is to talk about it. Talk to someone you care about, talk to a close friend, talk to your partner, talk to a doctor if that's what it takes, but you have to talk. The quieter you remain, the heavier it gets, and like me, you'll reach a breaking point where you're about to give up everything in your life. And so 12 months on from when this all started, I would be lying if I said that it was gone and that I was perfectly fine, back to how I was before any of this came along. I'm not. And I'm smart enough to know that I probably will never be. But I'm also smart enough to ask for help. I ask for help if there's something I can't do. I ask for help if I'm feeling low. I talk about it when I am. And I encourage everybody to talk about their feelings all the time. And the only reason I do that is because I know it helps. So for anyone who's feeling that way, and in particular males, I encourage you to reach out and share. Whether you do it in front of a camera like I am now, or whether you actually go out there and seek help, just do it. Do it now. Do it via text. Call someone, message someone, post a blog on the internet. I don't care, but you've just got to do it and keep doing it. Don't let up, don't give up, and just keep sharing how you feel. So when I'm having a bad moment, I will write down how I'm feeling and what I think the reasons are and what's triggered me to feel this way. And I write down anything good that happens. I believe it's important for me to reflect on all sides when I'm feeling that way. And you'll find your own way to do it. You'll find something that works. And that is my relationship with my mind. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everyone who's subscribed. Just never forget that there are people out there who are willing to help you through anything. All you've got to do is ask for help. Bye-bye.